Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you may be. Welcome to the Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition All Cells No Restrictions Tournament. So for anyone who is joining, unlike last time around where we had a bunch of no out of bounds, no teleporting, we've got a lot of it this time around. This is going to be a quarterfinals matchup between UncleRonny and eviona2. I am Rainbow Poogle, and I am joined by Skullblocka.
I'm so excited for the match. Thank you for having me, Poogle.
It's always a pleasure. This is gonna be so good!
Yeah, I'm so excited for this match because these two runners were very consistent in all their time. Ronnie is an incredible runner, popping off 38 all around his qualifiers. And eviona2 is taking a good job in this barrage category. So I can't wait to see them going head to head.
Yeah, as you said, both of these runners are incredibly consistent, and it's just gonna be a fun time all around. Both of the runners are gonna back up their saves for a bit of race safety, and they're gonna back up a couple of their clips. They're both on keyboard and mouse. Not a lot of runners like to use a hybrid method of input for a lot of the out of bounds categories because of the very finicky nature of how saves and clips work, which we'll get into about 15 minutes into the run, you think?
Yeah, something like that. More on auto buns are very tricky, so I would expect Uncle Onion of Yuna to take some safety before, and I will do many more of that, but Uncle Onion of Yuna are two great runners. So I don't expect them to fail them, but I'm very scared if it did.
Now, as our prior tournament was the all skills, no out of bounds, no teleport anywhere, it's going to be a little bit of a different routing, especially for all of this. All skills, very few health cells, very few energy cells that we get. In this category, it's a lot of difference after about 10 minutes in, because there's just a very different path to take. Like, for example, on your screen, there is a health cell in the lower left-hand corner that you would never normally see. But of course, we have to get it.
I'm pretty sure no one really know what this place is either, Google.
Yeah, looks like we've never really seen it before. No, I'm just joking. It's a place we don't really see in a lot of categories. Looks like there's a little bit of a technical issue that is being fixed very quickly. And once that has been set off, we will be on our way.
I mean, there's no stream without technical issues, right, Google? It's like a good luck charm or something.
Oh, absolutely. If something doesn't go wrong, then, well, it's only a matter of time.
Definitely.
Alright, and it looks like we are finally getting started off. Technical issues have been resolved, and we will be on our way very shortly. There we go. Oh, no, maybe not. We're going to be doing a quick restart, and then we will be on our way. As you said, sometimes things have to go wrong at the start for everything to go right for the rest of the car. So what are you hoping to see today, Skull, during this best of 3?
I expect to see a lot of great movement. I would like not to hear jinxes. And I don't know, I just expect a big match from both of the runners. They have a big time difference because Ronnie is, well, Ronnie. And Infune is just a bit less Ronnie, but they're two still incredible times. I just want them to give their best.
And their best is probably what we are going to see today. Now, you did mention that there is a time difference between both of their PBs, but considering that this category, things are a lot more likely to go wrong. One small mishap could put either runner way ahead of the other. It's why sometimes runners will take maybe even more safeties than they normally would in a PB attempt, because one small trick going awry could set you back in this category over a minute and a half sometimes.
Even more than a minute and a half. But yeah, I totally agree, especially because we are going out of bounds. That's a scary place.
Yeah, the void is interesting, to put it lightly. We're off!
For real this time? Wow, it's incredible.
The one thing you may notice immediately is the very large cursor on the side of eviona. They tend to have to play this way so that they can minimize lag and all of that. So we'll just have that as a nice accompaniment to everything going on.
So
Just don't. Go ahead.
for HDOI versus 8-bit toy, who will win?
Oh goodness. Hmm. You know, I don't know. I don't know on that.
That frantic movement on Evgena's mouse tell me he's trying to type something, but I can't really guess it. I'm not good at mouse reading.
A little bit of a snafu from the Frankie fight for eviona. Gonna give Ronnie a maybe couple seconds of an early lead. Yeah, nothing
Yeah, but
too major so far.
yeah, especially because a couple of seconds in this category means like literally nothing. When you can lose way more than that, a count of minutes if something else goes wrong.
Yeah, once we get to the mid game, things start to get a little more complicated and a little more dicey.
I don't know, you. Even at 10 minutes when we first go out of bounds to reach Grotto, that's very easy but very scary at the same time.
So, why did Ronnie just immediately dunk himself into water with eviona fall?
To take a bath, I guess. Maybe it was dirty. Oh no, because, dye make the water spawn faster for some reason.
And, well, that's okay. We'll be able to take a bath later, right? We'll clean the water, yeah? We can't leave it dirty the entire time.
I guess not. Because we are speedrunners and we are pretty lazy, so I think we'll take the dirty water all the way through. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting and a little bit unfortunate. eviona does take a level up going down, not quite all the way to the wall jump tree, like UncleRonny did, where he got all of. No, Ronnie's gonna take a level up coming back up to catch the brambles. I forgot that he did not get all the XP yet. Here's our first skill. It's wall jump. It, well, lets you jump up walls. Because otherwise we couldn't get out of this, and that'd be a problem.
When someone will disagree. The first kill we got was 2 minutes ago when we got signed, but who am I to judge?
Well, sign we always have to get, and I guess wall jump we always have to get too, but this, we'll get all skills all anyway, right? That's how this works?
First, skip sign technically speaking, and second, no, we won't get our most amazing skill like cold climb because we will never reach that area. So sorry.
No, this is going to be a lot of the same kind of deal as if anyone turned into the All Skills Tournament. It's roughly the same routing until we get to the dash tree. However, we don't really have to worry about our experience after getting to the dash tree, roughly. Because we don't have to worry about Froggy Walk, which is a trick we do in All Skills that we don't have to do because we get to go into the void.
I mean, we care about Dex, but in a less tricky way. Because when on skill, now we need to make funky what to go to. Now in All Cell, we just, well, clip to water, so the exploit is much more free and left to preference. For example, Ronnie now jumped to this 130 export, not ES exp, while eviona is doing a route called Genocide, where just kill a bunch of enemies. Because eviona is evil, I guess.
Genocide route is often used to get a different laser cycle that is sometimes faster that Ronnie likes to push anyway, but with that reload there, he is going to take that little bit of extra safety, take the save, and instead just manipulate these platforms so that he doesn't have to wait too much to get up there.
I'm not sure if eviona got the cycle reported.
I'm not sure they did either. No, it looks like our truck is letting us know that eviona did not get the cycle they wanted.
Yeah, Genocide is technically faster, but you need to be very, 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 very precise. So I'm not surprised if you're gonna miss it.
I believe UncleRonny goes for a cutscene stack with this, which instead of waiting for a few seconds for an audio cue, he puts the orb in there technically, but you can see that he is holding it or not holding it, and has movement throughout this little orb lighting cutscene thing where Blackroot Barrows decides to get a bit more illuminated. And it looks like Eviona's going to go for the cutscene stack as well.
Yeah, they both decide to dance in front of the tree. I think it's a ritual of some sort. Like good luck stuff, I guess? I don't know.
Well, they can dance if they want to. And now for the first bit of difference. Get crushed by the boulder, push under the floor, save, and get up out of the floor. Because we need this health cell. UncleRonny's going to take this health cell, rekindle his save, and die. And then he's under the floor. And going to go for the early grotto cycle that you often see in all skills, and gets hit by the crystal, unfortunately, so has to stop right before it. About a 10-second apart difference between the two of them, as Eviona's also going to go for the early grotto cycle. If they get it, they're going to end up just catching up to Ronnie. But it does not look like they're going to go for it. Which honestly is a smart idea. This is a very, very tough cycle to get, especially in all cells.
Yeah, especially because the cycle kind of starts when we clip it there. So it's very hard to get it at the right time.
Oh, that's neato. Eviona's gonna carry a save anywhere from the door to the tree. So we really didn't explain what a save anywhere is. So why is Eviona being able to move behind the menu there?
Magic. No, and we just pretend Well, we just tricked the game to think that we don't have the same menu open, but we do. So we can save an ability that, by the way, save the game if you level up an ability, and move at the same time. It's magic.
Eviona having a bit of a problem with these grotto walls because walls are awful in this game, even more so than normally in most games, because they are as they look. So all of those little divots and little potential ledges that you see in these walls, yeah, those exist, and they're kind of awful. As Eviona's having a little bit of difficulty with this grotto skip, gets it, looks like third or fourth try? Third try.
Third.
Thank you, truck. Now, this is honestly one of the most difficult optimized movement sections in this part of the game, because, again, wall.
Yeah, to be honest, Poggle, who doesn't have problem with grotto walls?
Nobody.
No, the correct answer is who don't play Ori.
You know what? That's fair.
The real question is there someone who don't play Ori?
That is a very good question. Looks like that due to Eviona's little bit of difficulty with the grotto skip and those walls, gonna be about a 50-second difference at picking up that water vein, which is that little, well, not so little, but that blue orb thing we saw both runners pick up. Now that's important because you see that the Gumo, that little spider-like dude, is rolling away with it, except we have it because we're going through this area backwards. But we need it to get into this tree.
Yeah, because blue orb known to be keys to trees, I guess.
Well, maybe it's kind of like a seed.
So you open a tree with a seed?
I guess?
I don't have a green thumb, so I'll pretend you're right.
Only, I'm not really sure how else you'd open a tree without taking a hatchet to it, so time for more out-of-bounds tricks instead. We're gonna manipulate this block pusher puzzle thing in order to go under the floor. Because the game doesn't like it when you try to go inbounds, but out of bounds, but inbounds again. So if you're kind of stuck in between the floor and an object, it'll just push you wherever's more convenient. And in that circumstance, it's through the floor.
Have you heard the phrase getting stuck between a rock and a hard place or something? That's what we do.
That is a very apt description for what we do here. Okay. Eviona doing one of my personal favorite ways of getting up through that room, telehops. Because when you jump through these portals, they reset your double jump. Hey, Skull. Guess what we've got access to?
Instantly? Oh no, wait, that was some minutes ago. A tree in a tree.
A tree in a tree. Yep.
A tree in a tree that has the ability of Bash, the most amazing ability like ever.
It is.
Did I get an A on that question?
Ronnie is going to set up for a trick called Key Dupe, because as Skull, you mentioned earlier, we don't clean the water, so we need extra keys. And Ronnie missing the fast Key Dupe, but getting it nonetheless. You see, when we die in a door, well, die near a door, and we have the keys in the door, it thinks we still have the keys. So we can kind of manipulate that for our own benefit, because we don't want to go swimming today. It's too cold out. Or at least it's been too cold around May.
I don't know. For me, it was like summer. So it's totally your place, Poogle. But yeah, I don't like to swim in the underwater too.
I wish it felt like summer.
Come to Italy, duh.
Now, what Eviona did there is called a double bash. And that is when you take a projectile and then a frame later bash it in one direction or the other, so that you can do multiple directions of things. So remember how I said we don't teleport anywhere in the other categories? Well, we do in this one.
Cause it's faster, and it's funnier, and it's magic.
Yeah. If we save and open the teleport menu while starting the teleport, we kind of get to move the same way as we do with the save anywheres. So, we get to do dumb things like that.
The only answer for this category is just magic. We can explain everything with magic.
Yeah, that's about right.
I mean, you can explain it with math, long stuff, but no. You say magic and everyone understands.
Oh, absolutely. I'm hearing from the truck that Ronnie's only about 15 seconds ahead, behind his PB at Stomp, and that's pretty good.
Pretty good? Pretty good? That's crazy good. Not for a runner like Ronnie, because I think he would be very upset to be only 15 seconds behind his people. But someone like me or you is definitely a crazy pace.
Eviona getting their swamp entry, which is we just take that frog and manipulate it to bash a shot and then double bash a shot into the swamp area, because, well, we don't clean the water. And I keep mentioning that, but that is because of a lot of our problems. So we have to find creative ways to avoid dealing with that. And successfully bashing that frog and then bashing a shot to break those floors and ceilings is one of them.
Well, to remedy that problem, we just clean the water sometimes.
Right? But that's slow.
The speedrunner prefer to be lazy instead of slow and passive.
That's a fair point. Getting a mention that there's about a minute and 20-second difference between our runners at the stomp tree. However, we are getting into the mid-game, so the first major thing in mid-game is to stomp on that peg that we saw Ronnie stomp about 30-ish seconds ago? That peg's important. Remember that for later. Alright, we're coming up on the Charge Flame tree. Now, we would normally like to skip this because it's kind of slower to get it, but in order to get the Charge Dash skill, which is very important for certain things, clips and silly things, we have to get it.
I won't correct that saying that it's important for like, all Ori speedrun is the most broken ability ever. But I think that's fair. Talking about peg, eviona just did it.
Yes, that peg is extremely important. As is this peg, which opens all the way up to Valley, though not as important as the other peg. And Ronnie's consistently staying about 15-16 seconds behind his PB. That... You talked about consistency, and that is definitely showing it.
Yeah, 37 pace on a race. It's very, very impressive. Usually Ronnie stayed only on 38 pace for all this qualifier. Being on 37 is really great.
That shot
Oh,
looked a little high. But it's good. So normally you gotta go bash up a bunch of lanterns, off a bunch of birds, and then stomp on those rocks. But if we take a shot and shoot it in the angle that UncleRonny did, and then run away, you can kind of get teleported into the cutscene, as well as get that one cell while that shot is moving. Yet
yeah,
again, more time saves.
or I said earlier, literally magic.
Whee! That is a rocket jump, which is basically you just taking that skill, that charge dash skill that we needed, and canceling it with the jumps to go like that, way high in the air.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ronnie is abusing his lucky jump and charge dash ability a lot in this run. Because it's just the key factor of what. Oh, Eviona? Are you okay?
Yeah. Huh?
Double cutscene, I guess.
Oh my goodness. So there is a one-frame trick basically called Stempless, which is you can get movement in this cutscene if you, I believe, take a bash the exact same frame. And it's very difficult to get intentionally, but it's, well, it saves time. Speaking of saving time, Ronnie is now through the floor, through the ceiling, and to another tree.
Your designers are too fast. Doesn't give us time to commentate their move.
We have to go up here for another cell.
It's kinda curious how many of Cell are just quote unquote out of the way. Like the follow one, this one is Sarah that Rani just took. And we need to get them anyway because this is all Cell. It would be here without, but that's another category.
So, now that Eviona is near the tumbleweed, we can talk about this a little bit. This tumbleweed will actually push you out of bounds right where that stand point is, because tumbleweeds, well, tumbleweeds have magical properties, let's put it that way.
See? Literally magic.
Tumbleweeds are
right.
literally magic.
Everything in this run is literally magic.
True. So, underneath Ronnie's screen, you can see that one of those little 6 inner circles is lit up. That is because the part of the cell collection for that area is done. Now we will be lighting up each of those 6 circles when the completion of that section has been accomplished. All right, it's time for clips. Woohoo! So. Oh, Ronnie got the cutscene skip too. That's pretty cool. So, what UncleRonny just did there is something called a terror clip. It's where you line yourself up right next to a wall, as Ronnie did, without touching the wall, charge dash into it, and hey, look, we're in Forlorn! No, but it's when you do that and die far enough away from the wall despawns. Which means you can kind of go through it, which is great. And hence why we need charge dash. That was kind of terrifying. Ronnie using the edge of the laser that wasn't lit to get over there. And then preparation for another terror clip.
You know, Paul, there's a specific point where you can stand on that laser even when it's active.
That's
That's why
terrifying.
it's magic. I know. They all fall on area is terrifying. That's why we usually skip it, but we need that salve. So,
That we do. So both runners getting a little bit of a cutscene skip at the Atsu's torch cutscene, which is what we call that. Just so that you don't have to tier sign talk about things. But speaking of skips, we have a second one. Going down to the grenade tree.
well,
Obviously,
technically speaking, we don't see a sign because we just turn off our UI. So our sign doesn't really talk, we just stand there.
yeah. Looks like.
Oh, Ronnie, miss a shot.
Oh no, I missed another one. Alright. Eviona gonna back up their save just so that if something goes awry, they don't have to worry about things. Because this clip is a little bit scary. Although, am I kidding? All the clips are scary.
Yeah. But even is totally fine.
Now we have all the movement skills that we want for our convenience of doing things. So, we're gonna do a lot of this fast stuff.
I mean, I would like to have grenade jump, but we can't have everything in this category. I'm so sad.
Get another clip to get past this fight room on the left, because again, that would be slow. And now we do a bunch of dirty water swimming.
Is it really swimming when you push a fish all the way through? Oh no, now he's swimming.
He's through, verily. That was a little bit scary. Now, it's only taking a half tick of damage from the water because of an ability called Ultra Defense. That is the last ability that. Oh, that's.
It's fine.
Come on! Oh, no,
Oh, it's
no! No, he's just gonna take that. And because of that, he's gonna take an extra save there just to refill his health a little bit more in case of little snafus like these fish are doing. But he is not. Oh, gets it just barely. Oh.
Oh my god, Ronnie, my heart.
And he does manage to get through. And after getting this ability cell on Eviona's side, they will be joining him quite shortly. Okay, so Ronnie is having a bit of difficulty with this door, it looks like? Hey, look! Now we're in Moon Grotto!
Again.
So the great thing about Ori in the Blind Forest is that the map is interconnected. So this spot that... Oh! Eviona's doing a different clip. So what Eviona's doing instead is doing a clip to get down to that cell that Ronnie swam to. Because this is the way of getting to it if you don't really want to, you know, have to deal with that swim going in. So you can just swim coming out instead. Also, bridges don't have collision on the bottom, so yeah. That's why we can get out of here. Now we have entered full well the cell collection area aspect of this run, which is we have all the movement skills, we have everything we could possibly need, we have ultra defense, we have a lot of health, we have a lot of energy, and we're only going to get more. So remember that peg we stomped about 15 or so minutes ago? There's the door. Eviona getting... You go ahead.
Isn't it impressive how a little thing that we did so much time ago has so much repercussion very long time before now? Like, I don't know, English that.
Ronnie looked like he was going for a rocket jump off of that swarm, but just kind of decides to do the charge jump instead, and then has the trail of all of that experience and energy just kind of following him.
Will Ronnie be faster than the experience? Discover it now.
He's doing a very fine job of it so far.
Experience 1. GG.
So this is a not newish clip, but a more recent clip that was discovered to be slightly faster, and therefore we do it. Oh no. That could be a problem?
Yeah, UncleRonny go for the backup. There's no original way, just do all of it normally.
And hopefully not get stuck underneath the rock.
Oh, please, Ronnie, please.
Okay,
fine.
he's good.
Yo, Pogo, do you know what's better than every Ronnie being so close to his PB? Having
What?
2 person close to the FPB. Apparently Fiona is only 15 seconds behind the FPB.
That's fantastic.
I asked for a very interesting match with the runner giving them 100%. I'm getting it. Thank you guys.
So we are starting another teleport anywhere. So we still have a couple things we need to get done. This time we're gonna go to Valley of the Winds teleporter. But instead we're gonna get to the other side of this. And we're in a wall, end of floor, and we've got a cell. Now, the main reason why we do this is because we need a singular energy cell by pulling that lever.
Ability, not energy.
The ability cells down here, the lever in the valley, is we need the energy from what a lot of us have lovingly dubbed the Valley Long Swim. I say lovingly with all of the good-natured sarcasm I can possibly muster. It's not lovely, it's awful.
Only because you think of doing that with dirty water. It's a pretty nice view if you have the water clean.
Ronnie getting trolled a bit by the birds there.
He's not that scary because there are tons of elf ultra defense to defend him. It's fine.
He
Unless
did
he
take a
decides to
couple.
go on spikes.
Sorry?
Unless Ronnie decide to go on spikes, he's totally fine.
Right. He did get hit by the birds up top before going down. I think he should still be fine. This might be a bit close.
Nah. Ronnie didn't even pop up a his UI. He knows he's fine.
Fair
Or
enough.
totally brave.
Could be both. Now we have our Blades Revisit. We're going to get a few cells that we couldn't get before because we didn't have the skills for, and 1 or 2 cells that were just a lot easier to get now than before. And picking up an extra keystone along the way.
Yeah. If we find that keystone door lock, that would be atrocious. We definitely need that keystone.
Oh, absolutely. And that health cell being one of the last that we get because we don't need it.
We definitely need it. It's all cells. We need all cells. Boggle, come on.
Well, we don't need it immediately, unlike... Well, okay. You kind of need it immediately in all skills as well, but we just won't go into that.
I kinda like this almost N5 if you're not entering glades while Ronnie's ascending. It's kinda poetic.
Alright, this is the last major trick of the run, where we go to the Ginso tree only to leave and go into Horror! Because there's a singular energy cell in Mount Horror that we need, and it's all the way at the top of the right-hand room. It's this one.
Kinda
But
curious
it's
why
Go ahead.
most of you put Talia. Who knows?
The other reason why this room is important is because we need it to get to the escape. First try on the other side of the tree. Gonna make one last save, jump up, and start swimming through the poison water and the escape. Take a fish out of the water. Whee! And get through. And UncleRonny is through. Woohoo!
And one last save. Because we need to escape a cutscene. Totally fine.
Not quite a 37 pace, but still incredibly good. A low 38 in a run is kind of insane.
Kind of insane? It's definitely insane.
Okay, that's actually really, really incredible. Ronnie has finished and won the first of this best of 3 with a time of 38 minutes and 27 seconds. That's crazy.
Oh. It's difficult to say what eviona count is, but I think they just waste a save.
Looks like they're okay though. From the... Yep, there's the fish. Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay,
Yeah.
and they dropped the save anywhere too, so they're just gonna choose to finish the escape, not have the little bit of time save of skipping this cutscene, but they're not gonna have to go back. So that is a fantastic save from Eviona to not have to completely redo Haru. So
Shouldn't that respawn you to out of bounds before the fish?
I
I'm
don't
not
know, but
sure
it
though.
sounds terrifying.
Well, better than we do all.
Well, this is the rest of this cutscene. Doesn't look like it's going to be quite a PB for Eviona. Eviona finishing with a time of 40 minutes and 30 seconds. Very close to their PB, but 8 seconds off. 8 seconds? Why is everything 8 seconds off in this cell?
I don't know, cycles are 8-second based, a lot of stuff is 8-second based, or is 8-second lower, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that is an incredible run by both runners, getting close to their PBs, and Eviona only about 8 seconds off. That's, in a race, incredible. Like, I cannot stress enough how talented these runners are.
You know what's better? We can still see them in the next race.
That we can. Looks like we're gonna take about 5 minutes or so. Let the runners get a bit of water, give our truck a bit of a rest, and we should be good to go about 5 or so minutes.
Stay tuned.
Welcome.
And we are back. Hi, Poggle.
Hi, Skull. I completely blanked on that. Take it away.
No worry. I'm still excited. That was a great match one. We have two runners very, very close to the FPV, and I can't wait to see another match of that quality.
Same here. We've got game 2 of this best of 3 semifinal. Game 1, while the race stayed relatively in UncleRonny's favor, both runners were incredibly consistent with their runs. And I can't wait to see the second game be as good, if not better.
Yeah, especially because we saw Eviona almost got a PB. That's been crazy consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think we will see this Anna do? Will they fix their mistakes?
I'm hoping for better fish luck.
Yeah, last game was kinda rough for both of them.
Yeah, sometimes those fish just do not like to cooperate.
When the fish like to collaborate.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Tell me one time when you see a fish working with Ori, and then I'll say you're right. But since I'm playing Ori, I never see a fish playing nice.
You know what? That's entirely fair.
To be honest, I never see Sign completely playing nice with Ori either, and Sign is our best buddies. Our shooting ball of light. Our, I don't know how to call it. Your turn.
Yeah, you know what? Nothing really likes to be nice to Ori. Our truck is right. Not the fish, not Sign, which is the little ball of light, not the Fronkies, which are the frog monkeys, not the actual frogs, basically nothing.
We are nice to Ori. He's so cute! Come on! How can you not be nice to Ori? Ooh, Ronnie! That jump pad! Not nice to Ori.
Yeah, that jump pad not really working with either of them. So, Eviona not taking damage off of that particular slime because they like to do a 2 HP Ghost Door.
Yeah, while Ronnie on the other side set up perfectly for 1 HP, and he's dead.
Now, reason being that we don't get that health cell that they're going past right now, like a lot of us do in all skills. And this elbow portion on 1 HP is kind of scary. Honestly, incredibly terrifying.
It's terrifying with full HP too because enemies in this game are really snipers. So you just look at them and they, oh, I got you. Boom, boom, boom. Something like that.
Yeah, seriously, the only thing they're missing is funny hats.
Is that a joke on another game?
Very old joke. It's fine.
I feel bad now, I didn't get it, but I'll pretend I did. Ha ha ha! Good job, Pokol, I really like that one.
Don't worry about it. I am here to fill our quotient of bad jokes and terrible puns for the day, and I've been severely lacking, so we gotta get that filled at some point. Yeah, about a 4.5-second difference between our runners at wall jump. Again, nothing too major early on in the match. Lead changes can be pretty much consistently on and off, depending on how nice platform cycles are. Both runners getting their level up on the way up, which is also really useful. Brambles hurt.
Yeah, and level upping on the way up is the best in genocide route, which is what Eviona is doing. So we can set up perfectly our hex. We can take or avoid as much as we want.
That is entirely fair.
It's a bit less nice for for Ronnie. Not Ori, but Ronnie. Same name.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Because we, because Ronnie take 100 exp, and there will always be 100 exp. So you need to regulate how much exp you take before.
Meanwhile, with Eviona, they have to regulate how many slimes they kill.
And since a slime get what 12 exp, if I remember correctly,
That is right.
Eviona can totally count how much they get. After all, it's just preference. Ronnie prefer to do 100 exp, Eviona prefer genocide. Because the enemies deserve that for being so evil before. Oh my god, Ronnie!
Oh no!
That's
Oh
a huge
dear!
death.
So,
Or
no, Eviona's death is much less significant because they saved right before the door. Or that little blue door thing. Meaning they can just take the orb and go. Ronnie's gotta go back for the,
the orb, yeah.
experience. He's not gonna get the cycle he probably wants. So, Eviona didn't really get the cycle they wanted either, so... Ronnie's just... Oh, nope! Ronnie was going for a cycle and missed a bounce pad. His platforms. Not liking our runners today.
Not in like Koi today, except us. I do like Koi. Do you like Koi, Poco?
Absolutely.
We love you, Ori. Don't worry, we are with you. So, about a cycle different from these runners. This is crazy close anyway.
This is still incredibly close with any bit of movement being out of the way, any bad death. It'll swap it around.
Yeah, and that both our runner took shows how one little thing can change the sort of this game. Like Ronnie was way ahead, and then if you're not stuck, I'm in the lead now. Will if you not keep it? We need to see.
Doing a bit of dancing in front of the dash tree. Always important thing to do.
If that was a good luck ritual, didn't work on the Lost Hill stream last game. Let's hope for they dance better this time.
Hopefully the dancing will be more accurate as we go into our, again, first clip of the game where we take this boulder and let it push us out of bounds.
It's just that we can use something that one-shot us to just pass from one realm to the other.
And this is where the whole... Oh?
Ronny missed an important jump. Didn't die, at least.
That's good. Let's see, is he going to get the... Oh, and
yes!
he gets through! That is an 8-second time save. And he's almost caught back up to Eviona.
It's so nice to see Ronny make that very, very, very tricky clip. Not clip, sorry, desktop.
And the 15-second delta that they had at dash is going to be significantly decreased now, as Eviona does miss the wall again, coming out of that blind movement. Meanwhile, Ronny gets about halfway up.
Yeah, it's kind of perfect that eye for a human. Not that we'd say Ronny is a human. Maybe Ronny is a task. Who knows? But definitely was a very good blind moment.
Oof. Eviona not dying from that, but unfortunately triggering that cutscene and falling from the grotto skip platform. They did have a decent amount of trouble with this trick last game as well. I'm wondering if it's just nerves. Like, this is a very significant time increase between the two runners. Like, this is... Yeah. Grotto walls are awful. There we go. Alright, and they're up.
GG, enough.
I don't know what number try that was. Our truck says it was more than 10th. That's just gotta be kind of painful.
Yeah, but it's not over. This is what Eviona must think now. I mean, it did a kind of bad not skip last game too, and was very close to his PB. So I believe if they just delete that from their mind, they can do much better. I believe.
Oh, if what the truck is saying is true, there's only a 43-second difference between the two of them at picking up that water vein, which was less than the last game. So, things could be working out so far. There is still absolutely a chance for Eviona to catch up and turn this game around.
So, Ronny's back in the giant tree. Is that your favorite dungeon puzzle?
Well, I mean, considering it's the only dungeon we really do.
So, between Ginza tree, and Ginza tree, what's your favorite dungeon?
I'm gonna have to go with Ginso Tree on that one, Skull. Yours?
I would say Fallen Ruins, because I really like the mechanic, but we don't see Fallen Ruins like Ginza tree.
So, yeah, we really only complete quote air quote one dungeon, and that's mostly the Ginso tree.
Yeah, we do like 80% of instantly, and then, oh yeah, there is the final escape of this. Nah, who need it? Who need to clean the water? Let's just do a dirty bath.
Oh, Ronnie getting the 3 cycle, which is possible when you have the quick flame ability for out of the red tree, which runners do take in all cells. So getting that cycle is not as difficult as without it, but it's still pretty darn precise.
Yeah, especially because it's very precise on scroll wheel shooting. It's kinda impossible with only mouse shooting like this game intended to be.
Well, we tend to break this game in a lot of ways that are not intended, so I want to say that's about par for the course.
Wait, you're telling me that going out of bounds from one place in another is not intended?
Nah, it's not.
Oh, I'm sad now.
And Eviona also gets the 3 cycle, which is fantastic.
Wait, double 3 cycle? My god, this hand is so intense and so cool.
Ronnie getting the quick key dupe this time around.
Yeah, and now got the worst cell. If you forget this energy cell in Ginso, that by the way is the only cell in Ginso, it's pretty bad. Like, terribly bad.
The only real time that you have the chance to go back and get it is at the very end of the run, and even then it's not really an optimal time to grab it, because you're kind of using Ginso as just an interlude to get around. And warp displacement time! Because we could go all the way around a swamp, but that's just slow. So we don't. Because, like, why would we? Oh! Ronnie
Oh, that
almost missing it! That was terrifying.
I wanted to see that swamp as a very nice, colors, nice view. If you just stop by and look at it, but not that slow too, so. Now warping or warp displacement is the only way to pass that area.
Goodness, I almost thought Ronnie didn't get that hyperspeed in with the save. This menuing is very silly. And by silly, I mean ridiculously fast, but, well, that's why these runners are in this tournament, not me.
Yeah, but you're here commenting in Burrow. That's even funnier.
Oh no!
No pressure.
Eviona, instead of going for a alternate route of getting that cell, is actually just gonna go for the warp displacement again.
Oh no!
Oh, and is gonna try it one more time. The alternate way of getting this is what Ronnie's doing with this frog and bashing that direction and just taking the frog out once you finish with getting to the stomp tree, as we do in all cells. But Eviona's insistent on getting this trick. And I admire that determination, because getting that platform is just, it's harder than it looks. That looks right. There we go. Alright, they're up.
Yeah, the position, especially for getting this cell, is pretty precise.
Oh no!
Oh no, the frog! I hope he's safe. Tell me you
Where did they
save
save?
Eviona.
Okay, they saved. Whew. Oh, right, thank goodness.
By the way, the frog name is Ringo. Ringo is not good with Eviona this time.
Yeah. That's unfortunately a heck of a time loss.
I will say that it could be worse, like you could get stuck infinitely in the void, but nah, that's worse. What Eviona did was
It's about over a 2-minute difference at the Stomp Tree, so this is... Eviona's gonna need Ronnie to make a big mistake. I'm wondering if it's nerves.
I don't know, probably they almost could be shaky Eviona. Because we told to stay them earlier and they weren't really sure they could do something against running. So I'm pretty guess if Death Nerves is probably from the almost PB earlier.
More than likely.
And that's kinda sad because when you're almost PB and you're there like, do I need to get another? That run was it's not something that you really want to do. So I really understand why. Oh no, Ronnie. I really understand why Eviona is in that state.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Like, not even just for trying to do a run against someone else, but it's a lot of pressure that they might be putting on themselves.
In my opinion, it's not just the pressure against yourself, it's the pressure that we are watch. We are commentating that. People are watching this race. In their position, I will try my best not to win, but to do good.
That's entirely fair. Ronnie getting his fast stompless.
Ronnie on the other end, just feel like it's them. Like, no, please go.
Ronnie's just plodding along through like it's any other daily run in the world. No biggie.
I don't know if you know it, but people say if you wanna shake off the nerve, just imagine people in their panties. I think Ronnie is doing that, or just pretend we're not here, something like that.
Well, whatever our runners are doing to try and combat nerves, for Ronnie it's certainly working.
By the way, the panty stuff never worked for me. Don't try it out. Can't recommend doing it. Doesn't work.
It really only works for like public speaking. But then it just gets weird and everything just gets awkward. I don't know where that advice even comes from.
I don't know either. Should check it out later.
There's Eviona's shot.
Miss it? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I think it hit the ceiling.
Yeah, it's kinda hard judging shot, especially on a 8-bit resolution. You miss again? No!
Oh no. Come on,
Third time
Eviona,
a
you
charm.
got this.
Come on, time. See?
Alright, third try for Stomple's trick. as we're going through this later half of the game. Ronnie is going to be quickly done with his cell completion of the Sorrow area. I'm gonna grab this health cell, grab the ability cell leaving, and then he will be done with the first area to get all of the cells in. And bam.
Bye-bye, Sorrow.
We hardly knew ye.
I'm not sure Ronnie agree because I think Sorrow is one of the areas we spend most time in. The second most time in we spent in Misty because it's the most fun to practice, and the third area we spend most time is in Glades because we keep resetting. So
Yes, the inevitable getting stuck in Glades for 3 hours.
or
And before
forever.
anyone says anything, that happens. I promise. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not a meme. We're not memeing. No.
Alright, Eviona is going for their tumbleweed clip. Gonna reset that tumbleweed. There we go, they're through. As Ronnie is through into Forlorn.
Also, a clip synced. GG, guys.
Good simultaneous clipping. Oh no! Okay, not a super big time loss. He's gotta stomp this peg again. Through these laser cycles. There we go. Now, the reason why we have to do this particular clip is because there's a keystone door there, because we're kind of doing the dungeon backward, and we can't really get through. So that's why we've got to go around.
Yeah, this is not the randomizer. We can put keystone backward. Otherwise, it would be a very long, full time save. Just put the keystone backward. Done. Easy. Let's go. Ronnie.
Oh no! Alright, there we go. Almost misses that cell.
Miss it, but don't forget it. That's the important part.
Yeah, skipping cells is honestly the worst, because then you're not quite sure which one you missed, and then you have to go back and you're just like, where did I miss this cell? So sometimes a lot of all cells runs go from all cells to, well, most cells.
I usually end up doing a backup and level up buff marker and everything else in the purple 3 and C. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. Wait, how did I forget this one? Cause it's always the stupid one. Like
Yeah, it's
Spider
always
Sack
like
area.
Spider Sack area, the Sorrow health cell, what else? This one! Our truck letting us know that both runners did get the Atsu Torch cutscene skip again, which is really impressive. It looks easy. Then again, our runners are making most things look easy. But this is a lot of work.
These two runners got that those 2 games. Are we sure there is a cutscene there? No, just asking.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe it got patched out. Wouldn't be the first thing that got patched out of the game.
That's fair. We are through the fight room. We are into the the swimming. Let's hope the fish are slightly nicer this time. Nope.
Nope.
What I'm hearing from the truck is about a 2-minute 20 seconds difference at that health cell that eviona just picked up. Oh no. These fish are just being the worst. And Ronnie is going to choose to take that death instead of trying going through, because these fish are just being really, really upsetting.
Oh no, again.
Yeah, that looks... No, he might be able to save it. I think he can save this one. He's through.
You can save the attempt or save the fish, because I think the fish died there.
I don't think any of us want to save the fish at this point.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm sorry, wildlife conservationists, but like, the fish here aren't worth it. Oof, Evie taking a little bit of a death there, but does have the checkpoint on the teleporter. Oh! Nope, he's good. He's good. And that, everybody, is why we saved there. Because otherwise, well, that would go back to probably the ability cell with after the swim. And we don't want to make that swim again. But actually, no, that would put us back to right before the clip. I lied.
Yeah, we put us on the Terra clip. It was fine.
These little deaths on both sides, not really changing the order of the whoever's in first currently, because there's been a little bit of snafus on both sides as far as smaller mistakes, and the big mistakes have been the ones that have been the unfortunate setbacks. So I like that save by Ronnie there specifically before the Crusher and not after it, because that Crusher is infamous for just killing runs. And now we're gonna go clip through that wall, because you can just, like, bash off of that particular bramble thing. Yeah. Bramble, yes. You can just brash off that bramble into the water and go up from there.
Yeah, it's probably one of the easiest clips that everyone can do in casually.
It's actually it is super easy. Right, eviona doing the optional clip that they like to do instead, and getting it first try. That is really stellar. Like that clip especially is super duper finicky. And eviona making it look pretty darn simple.
Yeah, with a non-debauches escape from the water too. Totally fine. I'm sorry. That was my
Alright.
My phone said that clip was totally awesome too.
Well, your phone would be right. Now, the clip that eviona is doing is, we have to go out of bounds twice, technically. We've got to go out of bounds, and then up and out of bounds, which is how we get up to this part of Big Grotto. Alright, there we go. Ronnie getting that clip that he had not gotten last time, which is honestly just to get through here, because, hey look, there's another log slash bridge slash etc. with no bottom collision. Which is honestly just super convenient for us.
I'm not sure why trees are collision only on one side though.
I don't know, I've heard moss only grows on one side of trees. Maybe it's the same way.
Oh, that's a pretty good point. Thank you,
Oh.
Google.
Ronnie! Almost charge dashing the wrong way and not getting that cell. Very good save. Giving me a bit of a heart attack though, not gonna lie. Now we're gonna do another warp displacements to get to that one cell in particular that's behind that wall. Because you can't stomp this wall from the right-hand side. From the left-hand side, excuse me. But you can break it from the right, which, it works.
Yeah, a lot of wall can be made from the right side and not from the left side with Storm. But that wall is magical because we can just charge jump it standing on the wall. Because...
Ooh, Ronnie having having a lot of difficulty with this. Now, this is a finicky grenade throw on its own right, but this is... Alright, he gets it now. That is a lot of just
Can I remember
unfortunate
that?
time loss.
Can I remember that throwing a grenade cost what, alpha energy?
It does.
That was a long waste of energy for running.
Well, to be fair, he is going to get an energy cell super quickly, so it's not like he's not getting a refill pretty fast.
Yeah, especially because we have almost all... Man, that was not nice to see.
All of the grenade doors and switches just not being kind to Ronnie today.
I'm not sure, but probably we...
Oh,
no,
no! Oh no!
Oh no!
That's
Huge that. As was I saying, probably we didn't dance enough at the dash day. This is not a good luck charm.
So that's gonna close the gap a decent margin. Eviona's still gonna need Ronnie to make another couple of mistakes, but we know both runners aren't watching each other or the restream, so they don't know that they've gotten a bit closer, but that can't be a good feeling for Ronnie. And Eviona also getting that clip first try. So we are getting started with the Glades revisit for Ron. Now, this entire part of Horror Field is technically part of Grove, so that's why we can't say that Grove has been completed until we get this cell right here.
Yeah, it always bugged me why that cell contains as in Grove and not in Swamp, because I don't know, the area is already looking like Swamp to me. I'm always curious.
Well, this is why we have very few dedicated 100% runners, because map percentage is finicky. Let's put it that way.
I mean, we saw that we can pass from one side of the world to another. So it's pretty logical that we don't have distinct boundaries for any region, right?
Yeah. Oh wow, I almost... thank you, Truck, for keeping us in straight. So, what Eviona did there is did a Terror Break instead to get to that cell. If I'm seeing everything going on correctly. So what a Terror Break is you charge jump next to a thing, and level up something, and then you die. And then you break a thing.
Magic.
Magic
Terra breaking
indeed.
is magic.
Yes, Terror Break is named for the same runner as the Terra... The Terra Clip is named for. Terra's just found a lot of stuff.
Well, we just don't have fantasy to get new names, I guess. We are lazy on that too, I guess.
Alright, Ronnie getting the first try clip to the other side. And now he's going for into the final escape. He's through, and yep, there's the fish. And Ronnie's through as well. And that is going to be a 2-0 match win to Ronnie. It's like it's gonna be a low to mid 39.
Yeah, it was another very impressive race for Donnie.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was so fast that I totally forgot where he lost that time. Do you remember what people lost time, Google?
Eviona lost a decent amount at in Grotto with Grotto Skip and just yeah. You know what? I'm not too sure.
I remember talking about fishes as point.
Yes, because fish are awful. So
Yeah, and we said they're always cute. We should then interview our runners and asking them how cute is Ori from 1 to 10.
thank you, Truck. Truck messing up that. Truck mentioning up about the Swamport displacement. But Ronnie is done with a time of 39 minutes and 36 seconds flat.
Wait, flat? That's an impressive time that you don't see every day.
Eviona has... Oh, that was a spectacular clip. Managed to get all the way to the energy cell without even having to close the menu.
Yeah, I'm kinda jealous because I always end up in Act 2 instead. Or in the final escape, or in Act 2. They are crazy good at this clip and crazy consistent. I'm very very jealous.
Alright. Eviona getting the clip to the other side of this tree first try. Getting the clip into escape first try as well. There's the fish. Come on, fish. Be nice for once. There we go. And Eviona has skipped the part of the cutscene that they could not skip the last time prior. Looks like it's gonna be a low 32, low 42? Not 32. Can read today.
Oh my god, a 32 is what record! Good job, eviona. No, sadly it's only a 42. But it's still a very impressive time considering that new runner always do a 1 hour on this category.
So this category is incredibly difficult to learn, difficult to master, like even more so than most other categories that we have. And with a time of 42 minutes and 26 seconds, that is a GG to Eviona.
Yeah, but 26.26. That is precision, Poro.
It is indeed. Going to find out whether we have either runner in here for an interview.
Yeah, let's see if they wanna share their deepest secret with us.
Does not look like we're going to get either of them in here today. That is completely understandable. That will be a 2-0 match to UncleRonny.
Yeah, I won't get to know the secret of decimal seconds. I'm disappointed. Anyway, according to the clock, our next raid is Shed vs Raziel tomorrow 7 p.m. EDT. That's another semi-final and another semi-final that I will gladly watch back.
That is also going to be an incredibly close match. And the winner of the Shed versus Raziel will have the, I don't know if it's pleasure or terror of facing UncleRonny in the finals.
Honor, maybe? Honor too.
Bit of both. Well, I think we're just about good for wrapping up here. Thank you to our restreamer Griffs, we love you, as well as our fantastic truck, Luster and Night Fighter. And thank you, Skull, for commentating with me today. It's always super fun.
No, thank you, Bogle. Thank you very much to our watchers too. We love you guys.
With that, have a fantastic afternoon, everybody. Hopefully see you tomorrow.